Hello, beautiful soul. I'm Samantha of Senses of the Soul, and this is my Solstice Ascension Energies update. So basically, we're going to be looking at December 21st to December 30th, 31st, and what you're going to be working with in terms of Ascension Energies for the rest of the year. I'm Samantha, and welcome to my channel. If this is your first time, I am a registered herbalist, a contemporary medicine woman, and an evolutionary oracle. There's a great time of rebirth and renewal for us right now. So the light codes that are streaming in are helping us embody our final karmic patterning lessons. You probably are feeling it. It is a type of soul expansion so that we can create a thread of new beginnings and open up to our divine blueprint possibilities. I talked about this in my December Ascension Energies update. So if you haven't seen that, please look at that video. It gives you much more about how our 10th chakra is activating to another level and is aligning us with greater oneness so that we can really flow more in our life, really tap into our divine creativity, and therefore, as well, manifest our skill sets that are needed as we go forward into next year and beyond as part of our soul mission. Really aligning with what is true for you and what you are here to bring as we move forward into the new earth paradigm. Okay, so that's why you're going through this advanced purification right now as you bring in this sense of divine oneness with your masculine and your feminine. And as you do that and clear, by the end of this month, there will be a little more upliftment and enlightenment. You'll have a little more spiritual harmony within yourself, feel a little better in your life. And it's bringing in a lot more spiritual courage and confidence for us, okay? Soul level clarity and cosmic truth alignment. Really bringing in that sense of a positive spiritual mindset and connecting us more to the cosmic heart. So as we go through the rest of this month, cosmic doors are opening and portals to new consciousness are really preparing to burst through so that we can create a new reality next year. So that you can really now create your life. That's what it's all about. And you're rapidly shedding, for those of you that are grabbing onto this new consciousness and self-mastery and really want to break out of the old way of living and the old paradigm, you are shedding the victim archetype. You've been doing that all year long in 2024 and are instead embracing the shaman, which is the positive archetype of that, where you can really shadow ride. I call it shadow riding, and you can access, therefore, as you move through that darkness, okay, to access your inner guidance and move through the illusion of darkness into compassionate acceptance. So that's what you're moving towards as you go through the rest of this year, through all this intense purification that you've been going through physically, mentally, emotionally. And as we clear this last bit of residue, and as you do, then you're also healing your fear of separation. All of us are. And we're going to have more self-worth and inner knowing. That's increasing as well. And there's a dissolution of ego consciousness that's coming on another level, and that's beginning. And as we move into the first part of 2025, that's going to drop away. More of the ego consciousness is leaving so that we can move more into that sense of oneness and really connecting to all that is. As that's happening, now it's really time to embrace your weirdness, your quirkiness, your talents, and your gifts, really accepting who you are and being comfortable in your own skin. So you should be feeling like that more as you get towards the end and at the end of 2024 and going into early 2025. And as you do, your soul mission is going to align, and it will all through 2025. So this also means, again, releasing more illusion of control and moving bravely into the unknown, okay? And you may have more anxiety right now as a result. You may not understand why you have the anxiety, or it may be because your life going forward is uncertain. That there are many possibilities, and that's one way to look at it. As you go forward, as you move out of fear, lack, separation, that old paradigm in the root chakra, because that's what we worked on in 2024. So as you move through into this next year, there may be excitement for you. Also, as I said, a little more anxiety. There was a lot in November, more here as well in December, rapidly as we're moving out and just not knowing where we're going. However, this is because you're really learning to dance with divine creation on a higher level and embrace your soul mission. That's what you're doing right now. And it's a whole new frontier in 2025. We're learning to live through the heart. This is going to feel very different for us next year. We are becoming literally love in action. Okay, through sharing the most unique parts of ourselves to enhance the whole. And that is what we're going to embrace as a collective, to support each other and embrace our uniqueness as that contributes to the whole, and to move into this sense of collaboration, okay, to work together. So you're going to move more into working with other people next year, perhaps. That might be a big part of what's happening for you as you move into this new era of love and high vibrational light. Everything is going to be frequency, more frequency, vibrating at a much higher level. And our body needs to prepare for this. If you want to know more about 2025, then I created an archetypal forecast, and it goes into the details of next year to really help you be empowered and comforted and focused, right? To really see and hold the vision for yourself, because it'll be a little bumpy as we go into 2025. And there's 4 new archetypes that we'll be embodying in 2025. 2 of them are absolutely brand new energies, and that are going to bring in self-actualization for heart-led change. So that's what you're becoming. And this creates a huge difference in terms of how we are going to feel in our everyday lives. Okay. And that it really allows us to break free from all boundaries and pioneer a new expansive path. It's a whole new reality next year. As I said, it's a very exciting year. And for those of you that have been on the Ascension path for a long time, or even a short while, that hard work that you've been doing and you put into the Ascension process for yourself, raising your consciousness and your sense of self-mastery and self-love, is really going to pay off, start to pay off next year as you level up in the Ascension process to that abundance timeline, so that more abundance comes your way in whatever way that is for you. So check out my website. It's there at sensesofthesouls.ca for this 2025 archetypal forecast that I've created. And I've also put the link below in the description. Okay, let's look at the reading and the archetype, chakras, and plant allies that you're able to draw strength, wisdom, and guidance from for the rest of the month. And when we look at the reading, we have a second chakra focus. Those are the 2 orange cards that are there. That's the area of the reproductive area, the kidneys and the hips. Okay, you may be feeling that in your body. We also have a green card, that's 4th chakra, that's the heart area. Lots processing there right now, lots. 6th chakra, the 3rd eye head, which is the indigo card. And then we have 2 7th chakra, that's the crown, purple cards. That's the focus that we have for the remainder of this month, for the remainder of the year. Now you'll notice that all the cards are upside down except Valerian. So this is when you see that upside down, you're intensely in the process and really have to put your all into it, so to speak. And I'm sure you're feeling it in your own way right now. The first card in the 2nd chakra is Sagebrush, and that's about clearing. It's about the fact that you're transcending and you're moving through anything right now that's keeping you from your soul's purpose. And this will continue for the rest of the month so that you can connect more firmly to your higher self, okay? So you may be having sensations in that 2nd chakra, as I said, or if you're a woman, your menstrual cycle might be out of alignment right now. Or your hips might be tight or sore, the lower back. So there's lots going on in that area as you clear, because that's where we create. That's where we have our sovereignty. And that's where we have the resolute faith to walk the path ahead, even if we can't see where we're going. And that's exactly where we need to be right now. And then there's Valerian, and Valerian is also a wonderful 2nd chakra plant ally, and it's about consolidating your past experiences into spiritual learning. So that is what you're doing right now. You're bringing in more wisdom. so that you can create your life wisely going forward and not repeat any of the karmic patterning that you did before in terms of how you operated in life. And you kept looping around and looping in relationships and just looping in your fate. Okay. And so this is important now to listen to your intuition, to really trust it going forward, because it's going to hone more and more as you attune going through 2025. So when Valerian shows up in a reading, okay, for those of you that use my card deck, it always means that you are ready and will have a breakthrough in healing if you stay with it. All right. And then borage is a heart chakra, beautiful heart chakra, a plant ally, wonderful to use when there's a lot of emotional pain, and also is very good for supporting the immune system and helping you get back up on your feet after, say, a long illness or an intense illness where you feel drained, and generally that's because you've been having a big clearing, okay, of emotion and the past. So borage is beautiful for helping you move through this and into a new way of living through the heart. That's what's happening right now. So you're releasing any past pain that needs to be released. So you may be having heart sensations, heart palpitations, tightness in that area, okay, all the way down through the heart, through that solar plexus as well. In the third chakra, you might have some higher than normal blood pressure up and down. That's been going on for a while, all of this, like vein throbbing and fatigue. You might have some leg, arm, and hand tingling. As always, if you are concerned, please consult your health practitioner and get support, because this is a lot of pressure on our body right now as we go through this intense soul expansion and purification, a lot of pressure on the heart. And then the next plant ally is viburnum. I have that actually planted in my garden, and it's part of the sage archetype and is part of the sixth chakra, the head brow. And it's about you finding more clarity and confidence as you move through the end of this month, as you move through this purification, and you're releasing more self-doubt. And now is the time to really keep embracing your authentic truth. Keep saying that to yourself, right? This helps you feel more confident and ready to take action when you are nudged to do so, because you will be getting these bursts every once in a while that will help you do that and to really follow that inner knowing nudge. And then the last two are seventh chakra plant allies. And the first is lavender. So definitely if you have some lavender with you and you're having a hard time with faith and trust, now is a good time to work with lavender and releasing the ego, okay, in order to do this so that you can align with universal will, okay, with your divine blueprint as it unfolds, and really be ready to receive guidance and new direction forward, because that is going to be coming more and more as you move through 2025. Especially right now, if you're not sure of the way forward, just keep listening, because that is coming. Everyone receives information differently, and then we have different ascension gateways that support and bring coding in, okay? Everyone's unique, so please be patient, keep listening. And then we have coral root, spotted coral root. And when coral root is in a reading, okay, it means that the process is intense. There's a lot of coding coming through, especially when it's upside down. And the coding is coming through our nervous system, mostly through the brain, okay, through the heart, where we have all of that incredible energy, frequency that's shifting. So you may be having more heat flushes, maybe having more hormone issues, tingling, ear ringing, humming in the ears. And through this process, you're going to be releasing any kind of resistance and integrating this new coding so that you can then move forward. But it is intense. So do things to keep moving the energy through. And a lot of times that's things like walking, keep getting movement going, keep movement going. Swimming, wherever you are right now in the world, like that, you can get out and move that energy through instead of sitting, dance it through, do yoga, whatever it is to get that to move through the nervous system. You also can have some lovely lavender tea that will certainly help, or lavender tincture if you have access to that. That will help calm that nervous system and ground you. Anything you can do right now to ground, keep doing that, because this is an intense process right now. Okay. It's not an easy or pleasant process sometimes, but hang in there because you're really close to the finish line. Stay hydrated, stay away from stimulants such as caffeine, because that will really spike blood pressure and spike that nervous system if you're having issues. So stay strong as you go through the rest of this year. Really be compassionate with yourself and others. Give yourself the space to heal and expand to this new level. It's been a long journey through this ascension process, but we're moving to a whole new level now. It's very, very hopeful, and I am very excited. I'm sending you a lot of love and peace and joy and abundance and restful blessings to you. I will see you in January, and check out my 2025 archetypal forecast on my website if you'd like to know more about what's going to happen for you next year.